Hi everyone, warm greetings of the day. Hope you all are fine. St. Mary's School welcomes you back to your physics classes. Today, I'm back here with a new topic as a continuation of matter, that is, the states of matter. Hope you all have done your homeworks. Link to the solution are given below in the description box. I've already given it in your comment box earlier itself. Those who didn't see that, once again I am putting the link to your solutions in the description box. You can check your answers with that whether it is right or wrong. Before going into today's topic, let's recollect what you have learnt in your last class through a small video provided by YouTube channel Amsam Videos for Kids.
Matter is made of particles. It exists in three states, namely solid, liquid, and gas. The different states of matter are due to the different arrangement of particles of matter. In solid state, the particles of matter are very close to each other. So, the particles hold each other very tightly. That is, there is a strong force of attraction between them. As a result, solids have a definite shape and volume. In liquid state, the particles are packed closely together, but they are much farther apart than the particles in solids. And so, the force of attraction is weaker than it is in solids. Therefore, liquids have a definite volume, but they do not have a definite shape. They take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. In gases, the particles of matter are very far away from each other, and so the force of attraction between them is very weak. Thus, gases have neither a definite shape nor volume. They can fill the entire space or volume of a container, irrespective of the container size.
Matter mainly exists in three states: solids, liquids, and gases. In this class, we are going to discuss on solids, liquids, and gases. Let us see one by one now. First, solids. Now, as you can see in the figure, it is a state of matter having a definite shape and volume. Whatever solid shapes you are having or whatever matter exists in the solid state, all the particles will be arranged very closely like this, having a strong attraction between them. As we have already learnt in matter, they are having strong intermolecular forces between them, or strong intermolecular force of attraction between them. Now, as usual, whatever objects in solids we are going to consider around us, we can say that, or we can see every solid objects, it is going to have a definite shape and volume. Now, when we come to the case of liquids, liquids actually have a definite volume, but they don't have a definite shape. That is, they actually take the shape of the container in which they are going to be kept. Say for example, if for water, as such running water, it is not going to have any shape at all. But if we are going to take the same water in a jar or a beaker or in a glass, the shape there, we are going to say that whatever is the shape of that container, water is going to take the shape of that particular container only. Now, when you talk about the molecules in a liquid, when comparing to solids, these molecules are more free to move in case of a liquid than solids. Or in other words, you can say that the intermolecular spaces in between the liquids are more when compared to solids. Comparing the intermolecular force of attraction, liquids are having comparatively less force of attraction than solids. Now, since these particles are having enough space or intermolecular spaces in between them, they are free to move along their fixed positions than solids, or in liquids, the motion of particles and hence the kinetic energy of the molecules are more. Now, when we talk about gases, you can see in the figure itself, since the intermolecular space is so large when compared to liquids and solids, they don't have definite shape and don't have definite volume. Like liquids, gases also take the shape of the container, and when you compare the shape also, whatever container you are going to have the gas within, you can say that gas is going to acquire the shape of that particular container. Now, we have already told that when you compare the molecules of gases, they are farther apart because intermolecular spacing is very large when compared to solids and liquids. Now, in solids, kinetic energy is less as they are very tightly packed, or intermolecular spaces are very less. But when we saw in the case of a liquid, when compared to solid, intermolecular spacing is more and the molecules are a little bit more free to move in liquids, and hence they have kinetic energy. Now, when you come to the gases, the intermolecular space is too much, that is, the molecules are very free to move here and there, so that they possess more kinetic energy than liquids or solids. And when we talk about the movement of the particles in liquids and gases, we have already learned about random motion or zigzag motion. That is, these molecules are moving without any specific direction. They are free to move as they like. Now, we have seen about solids, liquids and gases separately. Let us tabulate it together and compare it. Now, when you come to the bonds, that is intermolecular force of attraction, or that bonding between the solid, liquid and gases, the intermolecular bond is strong in solid because they are closely packed or tightly packed. In liquids, relatively stronger than gases but less than solids, because when you compare liquids with solids, the molecules in the molecular space is more, and it will be very weak in case of gases because the molecules are very far apart, or intermolecular spacing is too much. Now, when we come to the shape and volume, solids are having fixed shape and volume. Liquid, they don't have fixed shape but they have the fixed volume of the container in which they are. And when we come to gases, they don't have shape and they don't have volume also, but like liquids, they can acquire the shape of the container in which they are taken. We can guess like that. Now, coming to the arrangement of particles, as we have seen, solids, it will be very tightly packed and closely arranged. Little bit less in case of liquids, that is, the molecules intermolecular spacing will be more, and in gases the particles are far apart and will be in a random motion. Now, when you talk about density, due to tight packing, automatically density will be very high. Liquids also very high, and in case of gases the density will be low. Now, intermolecular forces, as we have said about the bonds also, and intermolecular spacing or particle separation. Particle separation, you can call it as intermolecular spacing also. In case of solids, intermolecular force of attraction is more. Particles are having intermolecular space is very less, but particles are held close to each other. Now, in case of liquids, the force of attraction is comparatively less compared to solid but more compared to gases, and here the molecules, particles, intermolecular spaces more than solids but less than gases, but force they will be slightly separated. Now, in case of gases, force of attraction will be very less and it will be widely spread due to high intermolecular spacing between them. This is all for today's topic. Read your prescribed textbook, that is Selena Concise Physics for you, and solve the question answers at the backside. Backside questions, you will be solving the question answer part till question number 6. You have to solve till question number 6. Link to your solutions I have already given it in the description box. For your first chapter complete, the solutions are given in that. Now you can start making your fair copy. With this, we are winding up today's portion. Thank you. Stay safe.